Hello everyone. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a lovely week so far. It's hard to believe that this is the last week of October, that this month is almost ended. We have 2 more months to the end of the year. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. It's been a really tough year, but I hope that you're all keeping well as much as possible and you're looking forward to 2021. I pray that 2021 is a better year for everybody, that we have more peace on earth, that this pandemic goes away. But anyway, my name is Dr. IYABO. It's nice to meet you today. If you don't know who I am, I'm a board certified pediatrician. I'm a physician entrepreneur. I own and manage my own practice. I'm a life coach for women. I coach women on business and all topics, lifestyle. And again, like I say on all my videos, if I could make every woman an entrepreneur, honestly I would. I'm also a lifestyle blogger. I'm a motivational speaker. I've spoken 3 times at the United Nations. I have a book on Amazon. I'm an author. My book is titled Permanent Happiness, and I've spoken 3 times at the United Nations. So why am I coming on today? I'm coming on today to talk about relationships. It's funny, I started using Reels. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, and I really love that feature. My 16-year-old daughter helped me learn it. So you guys out there in middle-aged and older women, if you don't know how to use Reels, ask your teenage kids or just go on Google and ask Google. It's a really good way to get engagements for your brand and for your business, and it's also fun with all the music and all. And you can repurpose your videos from before, you can repurpose your pictures from before, as long as it all amounts to less 15 seconds or less. So I know that there's a lot of women out there who connect with a lot of my posts when I post about my divorce and my marriage and my honey, Neil, my husband, and my family. We're a blended family. I have 2 lovely daughters and 2 cute stepsons now. But I posted a reel. Well, I've posted 2 reels about the wedding and all that, but there's one I posted that has gotten a lot of engagements, and honestly I was just playing around that day. I just thought, oh, you know what, how nice it would be to post a reel or a video showing people that you can still take care of yourself and look good at 48 or 49, and it's never too late to get married. But obviously that inspired a lot of people. And there was another platform, Black Women White Men, that posted the video, and I think it's had like 85,000 views and counting. And I know for some people that's not a lot of views. I know some of you out there get 1 million views, but for me that's a lot. And then I've gotten so much feedback and DMs and all of that, a lot of women telling me how I've given them hope and they feel like they can achieve anything at any age. And that's my goal with my platform, to give women motivation and empowerment and let them know that whether you're 18 or you're 20 or you're 95, there's still supermodels that are in their 80s or 90s. So you can do anything you put your mind to. You can look good, you can take care of yourself, you can be a millionaire at any age. You can become a millionaire at 25. You can become a millionaire at 50, you can get married at 50, 55. It's all in the mind. If you believe it, you will achieve it. And if you don't fill your life with excuses, you will be fine. I think what really affects a lot of us is that there's an excuse for everything that we can't do. If you just drop all the excuses and you start making moves in your life, you will be fine. So I'm practicing looking at the camera. So this is I'm trying to do more videos that are more horizontal, and it's so difficult looking at the camera instead of looking that way. So if it looks like my eyes are cross-eyed or I'm looking in a funny way, it's because I'm practicing how to look at the camera. But the reason I'm coming on today is because I want to talk about relationships. I feel that there's so many single women out there who are still looking for love, who were inspired by my video, and I've gotten so many messages. So I thought, how about I do a video talking to single women or even married women so that they can talk to their daughters on how to find a suitable, high quality man. So I will share with you what I know. Of course, I'm not a relationship expert. I've been married once for I was married for 15 years, and I say honestly I was married to my ex for 23 years because we met when I was 17 and we got divorced when I was just about to turn 40. So basically, I was with him for 23 years. So it's like I feel like I was married to him for 23 years. And then I got divorced at 40, and then I remarried at 50. I met my husband Neil when I was 47. So I'll tell you what I feel I know about relationships, and I've read a lot, I've researched a lot around my divorce. I read a lot of relationship books because I really just wanted to learn more about how this thing called marriage works. So, a lot of women are still single out there, still looking for their love, still looking for their soulmate. And I'm going to give you some tips. I have 7 tips for you, 7 that I'm going to tell you why you may be blocking yourself from a good relationship. So now I'm looking this way. I know that's odd. I need to be looking at the camera. One has to really get used to this. It's really odd. So again, I've gotten messages from women in their 20s, women in their 30s, 40s, 50s who are panicking and are thinking, oh, I'll never meet my man, it's never going to happen. And then they saw my reel and they're like, oh, you give me hope, you got married at 50, it's still possible. And yes, it's still possible. But you also have to date right, and you have to make sure that you are positioning yourself in a way that you will attract a good man. So there's a lot of relationship mistakes that women make out there, and I just want to piece it down one by one for you. So I have 7 things here on my notes that I want to discuss with you. So the first thing is, a lot of you are not finding the man of your dreams. Guess why? Because you're boring. It's just as simple as that. Some of you women are just boring. You have nothing exciting going on for yourselves. Again, I'm not saying you have to be the biggest extrovert and go mountain climbing or go, do some extreme sports or activities. And I know this is the time of the pandemic, so it's even more difficult. But, to attract a good, high quality man, you need to get busy with your life, and you need to be doing something that is exciting in your life, whether it's that, aside from your career, whether it's that you have a hobby, you write a book, or you do some cooking videos, or you love skiing, or whatever. You need to be not boring. You need to be excited, an exciting person. You need to have something going on for you in your life. Just don't be some boring person. Like, what do you enjoy doing? Nothing. What do you do? Nothing. I just go to work and I come back. Men like women who are lively, who are vibrant, and who are exciting. Everybody wants to be happy, right? You want to be happy. You want somebody to make you happy. So the same thing with men. So you have to just not be so boring and not have a sad and negative outlook to life. You need to have an upbeat. Again, I'm not saying you should be who you are not. Like, I'm not a real extrovert. I'm more of an introverted extrovert. But I have a lot of creative things going on with my life. If I don't have time to chase after a man, because I'm writing books, I'm blogging, I have daughters that I care for. I am trying to, build my streams of income. There's just a lot. I'm coaching. So even, I have a lot going on for me. I have a business, I have a practice that I manage. So you just have to have things going on for you that are exciting, so that you'll have things to talk about when you're with him. Not that you're bragging, but if you have a fun-filled life, he'll see that, oh, you're a very happy, exciting person to be around. So pick up hobbies. Do something different aside from just going to work, coming back, and looking at everything bad in life and how the pandemic is so bad and how the government is so bad. Nobody wants to talk with somebody who's so negative. Have some positive things to talk about. Be fun, be lively, laugh. You don't have to talk about every issue that is going on with the world. And I know there's issues going on now, but everybody's looking for somebody to inspire and elevate them. So that's a problem. You don't want to go on a date and start discussing the pandemic and Black Lives Matter and this unrest and that riot and this. that guy is going to get home after the date and feel exhausted and feel, I don't think I want to be with this woman. All she can see is the negative side of life. So women, stop being boring, be lively, and have a positive, optimistic outlook, because men like that. The second thing is, this one's important, and I know I may get messages from this. I see a lot of posts and a lot of write-ups and all of that on social media with people talking about narcissistic men. And yes, it is true. They are narcissistic people, not just men. I know it may be more common in men. They're narcissistic women as well. But I feel that, and again, because it's how I'm built, I don't like to always point the finger at other people. So I feel that as us women, we have to be careful about painting or labeling so many women, so many men as narcissists. We also have to make sure that, is it the man that is a narcissist, or are you, woman, the one who has low self-esteem, low self-confidence, and low self-worth? You have to be careful about that, because yes, they are narcissists. Again, I'm not playing that down that some men are not narcissists. They do exist. But make sure you get into your thoughts and you ponder and you make sure that you are not the one. Because if you keep attracting narcissist after narcissist, it may be a personality you have that is attracting narcissists. You may be somebody who feels weak and feels like they have low self-esteem, and you feel like you need to be with this guy who's like overly egotistical. You know how narcissists are, who think he's like the king of the world, can't make any mistake, he's always right, and has all these labels and all these accolades. So sometimes women who have low self-esteem tend to gravitate towards narcissists, because the narcissists give them some kind of self-worth, or they feel like they're protected by this guy, the guy. Again, a lot of narcissists cheat on their girlfriends and wives, and those wives don't see it, as they just keep giving them chance after chance after chance. So make sure that you are not the one who needs to work. And it could be both. It could be that yes, you are with the narcissist, but it could also be that you have really low self-esteem. And at the end of the day, you cannot change your narcissistic partner, but you can work on your self-esteem. So again, I really wanted to touch on that, because it's easy for us to label the other person as narcissistic, but do you have a high self-esteem, or do you just want to be with the man who will just be your protector, who feels like he's an overly masculine, egotistical person and is your protector? Not that you shouldn't feel your husband is your protector, but a lot of narcissists, some of them will shower you with gifts, they'll shower you with money, they'll give you a big house, big mansion, big car somewhere, but they may also be beating you up or be making you feel small. So they are narcissists, but make sure it is not your personality traits that is making you get attracted to these narcissists. So you probably need to work on your self-esteem, your self-worth, and your self-confidence before you go into a relationship. If you're not feeling good about yourself, about who you are, about your achievements, about who you are, that you're God's daughter, you're a person of value, you probably want to work on that first before you start going into a relationship, because you'll just keep going from one short-term relationship to the other. You're going to keep feeling like you're meeting narcissists. Meanwhile, you are the one with a self-esteem issue. So I really wanted to point that out. I've seen many women who label men as narcissists, but if you really get to talk to them, they have really low self-esteem. They are, again, I haven't met the men they're telling me about, but they have low self-esteem, they have low self-worth. So they need to work on that. Otherwise, they're going to label every man a narcissist, and they're not going to be able to speak up about who they are and their boundaries and what they stand for. So number one, don't be so boring, be excited. Nobody wants to hear about all the bad things happening in the world. People want to hear about some optimistic, positive things. Number two, work on your self-esteem. Don't label every man a narcissist. Maybe it's you that needs to work on your self-worth before you go into a relationship, okay? Number three, we live in a very capitalist or capitalistic country, I guess, world. America is a very capitalist country, but I feel like the whole world now is so materialistic and so capitalist that we just have forgotten how to have fun. Everything has to be about money and achievements, and yes, it's good to look. I want women to have economic power, I want women to have financial freedom, but I also want you to have fun. I also, you can't, it's not just about money. If you have money and you can't relax and have fun, what's the point? Some of you turn dates into interviews. You can't even have fun on the dates. You can't talk about the weather or hobbies or laugh. It's like you have all these questions in your mind. Some of you probably even write lists like I have, and you're asking the guy questions about his career. You're trying to figure out what kind of car he drives, where he lives, trying to figure out what his financial stand is. And men are not stupid. They can read through this. I'm telling you, I dated quite a few men when I was still single, around my divorce, and we talked about issues like this a lot. And they tell me how it's like women just ask you one question after, they talk about me and they're like, you're so confident, you don't even care about what we do. But, well, because I have something going on for myself, I don't need to ask you questions about which car you drive and this and that. For me, intellect was number one. I have to be with a guy who's intelligent and who I can have an intelligent conversation with and who has a job. But I don't need to be questioning you about which car you drive. That will come later. I'll see it with my eyes. But a lot of men have that issue about women just asking them materialistic questions and trying to get to the bottom of how much money they have. So be careful about that, because that will turn good men away. Just relax, get dressed, look feminine, look sexy, be your nice, happy person with a nice smile on your face, and just relax and let him lead the conversation and just have fun and talk about light, funny things. Let him feel like he wants to be around you because you're easy to be around and you're just lively and feminine, and you're not trying to ask him about where he works. And women basically stop short of asking what's your annual salary. Don't turn dates into interviews, guys. Don't do that. You need to earn your own money so that you're not so focused on asking men how much they earn. Or no, well, you're not asking, but indirectly they know. Women, you think men are stupid. They know that that's what you're trying to figure out by asking them all those questions. It's a very materialistic way, and it's not good. That turns a lot of men off, unless the man himself has self-esteem issues and he's just looking for a wife to give money to. Yeah, some men would like that, but then it's not going to be a good relationship. You're not going to be equal partners. He's just going to be your bank, and you may never see him, and he may just give you money and cheat on you because he knows that's what you want. So please stop turning dates into job interviews. Make your own money, buy your own car, build your own house. Look for an equal partner. Stop trying to look for a man who's going to provide you with money and then start turning a date that should be a nice, fun time into a job interview. That's number 3. Number 4, it's obvious, I've discussed this on many videos. Women, you've let yourself go. And this is not only for middle-aged women, young women also do it. You let yourself go, you pile on the pounds, you don't exercise, you don't weight train, things are falling south, gravity is taking over. I'm not telling you that gravity isn't taking over with me. I haven't had any plastic surgery. Some things are pointing downwards and some things gravity has taken over, but I still try my best to weight train so that I don't have a saggy body. So some of us women let ourselves go. We eat too much, we gain weight, then we lose our self-confidence, we lose our self-esteem, and then it just spirals out of control. So don't let yourself go. Take care of yourself. If you're looking for a man who takes care of himself and is handsome and looks good, then you have to do the same. If you are not taking care of yourself, how do you expect your partner to do it? So you have to take care of yourself, and taking care of yourself doesn't mean vanity. I didn't say you should go and get all the plastic surgery in the world. I'm not a plastic surgery believer, but I'm not putting down women who do it. I respect women who take plastic surgery, who have plastic surgery. I'm not a believer of that, but make sure you take care of yourself. Don't let yourself go, and take care of your hygiene also. Make sure, my black sisters out there, don't keep your braids for 6 months, and sometimes you smell some people's braid and weaves and it just smells funky. Don't do that. Take care of your hygiene. I've discussed this on another video I did earlier. Don't let yourselves go, because if you let yourself go, it's gonna reduce your self-esteem. But you guys understand this part, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Number 5 is interesting. Okay, some of you women, because you've lost hope with finding a man, or you've tried and tried. This usually happens with women who are nearing middle age or who are in middle age. So because you've lost hope with finding a good partner, you then get obsessed with one qualification after the next, after the next, after the next. It's like somebody who may already be a lawyer, but then wants to go back to school to get a PhD and wants to go back to get this master's and that. So there's some women who then become addicted to qualifications because they feel, okay, maybe if I'm highly qualified, it's multi-layered. Some of them do it just to distract themselves from the loneliness of not having a partner. Some of them are trying to get rid of imposter syndrome, because they feel like the more qualifications they have, the better they'll feel about themselves and the better they'll be able to position themselves for a partner. There's no need for that. Again, if you really love books and you just love qualification after qualification, that's fine. At some point, you have to be happy with what you have, a bachelor's or doctoral degree or something. You can get all the accolades in the world. It's not going to make you happy. That's not happiness. So, it may be affecting your dating life, because if you're all wrapped up in studying and writing theses and writing projects and this and that, how are you going to date? You're going to be boring to be around, because all and then you won't have any hobbies, you won't have any creative things you're doing. Your face is just in the book all the time. You don't have a social life, you don't have friends. So stop using getting qualification after qualification to numb the pain of being single that you're going through. I see this a lot. Not many people talk about this phenomenon, but I've seen it quite a bit in women. So, once you have a bachelor's, you're fine. Oh, if you want a master's, get a master's, but stop getting one qualification after the next, after the next. That's not going to numb anything. You need to get out there and start living your life, or set up a business, or become an entrepreneur, like I always sing to women. Set up a business, online business, and start making money from that. Set up passive streams of income instead of enrolling in one school after the next. Before you know it, you'll wake up one day, you'll be 65 years old with 5 to 10 degrees, and you don't have any kids, you've never been married. So be careful about studying to mask something else. Okay, I hope you got that. Number 6 is also very, very common. Too many women are desperate for marriage. It's like, there's even many women, since I posted the reel, who are in their 20s, who are messaging me thinking, oh, you got married at 50, I'm only 28, and I'm like depressed and I'm sad that I'll never get married. And I'm thinking, 28, you still have a whole life in front of you. But it's the norm, it's societal norms. Women don't feel like they're fulfilled, or they're, doing their life has meaning if they're not married with kids. So, and this sometimes relates into the dating culture, and this makes women come across as desperate. So no man wants a desperate woman. It's like turning the date into a job interview, even though this is not about money. But from the third date, if you're already planning your wedding dress and you're already planning your wedding invitation in your mind, don't do that. Don't be so desperate, because men see through that as well. Just have fun. Go out on date after date. Don't set any expectations yet. Just be your feminine, lovely, ladylike, fun person, and let him grow to like you and eventually to fall in love with you. A man is not going to fall in love with you if you're desperate and you're acting like you want marriage immediately. And many ways that women show that they're desperate, there are many. You move in with him. That's desperate. Don't give a man marriage privileges until you get married to him, if marriage is your intention. Don't even move in with him when you're engaged. I told Neil when we met that I'm not moving in with you. We can spend the night back and forth at each other's places. We didn't leave a toothbrush back anyway. I didn't leave my shower cap. I didn't leave anything at his home. If I spent the night there, I would pack everything in my little bag, bring it back home. And he did the same because I told him my boundaries in the beginning. I said, I'm not moving in with you until we're married. And that's what I stuck to, and I stuck to my boundaries. But some of you start living with a man. After like 2 or 3 dates, you even start paying his bills, you start helping him with his bills, you move all your furniture in, you cancel your lease, you move in with somebody who hasn't even told you he wants to marry you, talk less of you. For some of you, the man hasn't even told you he loves you, you've already moved in with him. So this is a no-no. You're spoiling your chances. He's never going to propose. He's never going to get married to you. You're just going to stay there as his SCX partner. I keep still wanting to look that way. So guys, please stop giving guys marriage privileges before you get married to them. Okay? And stop posting about your boyfriend on social media everywhere before you get married to him. Yeah, maybe after you've been engaged, for a while you can post about him, but I see this happen too much and it ends badly. Don't post every other post about your boyfriend on social media. Don't. I made that mistake once when I first started dating as well. I made that mistake and I'm confessing, but I quickly realized that it was bad. I would meet this guy and then I would post about him, and then I realized this is not a good strategy, and I'm glad I quickly stopped it. So stop posting about them when they're still your boyfriend. Wait till you're husband and wife before you put them on your social media. It's just not good for you. Okay, that's number 6. Number 7, I've said this in other videos, the reason why you may not be meeting anyone is because you're not open to men from other cultures and other races. Okay, black women only want to date black men, white women only want to date white men, Asian women only want to date Asian men. We're all human. The love of your life, the person who's going to love and cherish you may be from another culture. So have an open mind. I'm married to Neil now, who's an Englishman. He grew up in London. He was born in London. He was raised in London. He only came to America because he moved here with his ex and they got divorced. I got divorced, and that's how we met. So you never know who God is going to send to you. So have an open mind. Some of my black sisters, you're absolutely and some of my Nigerian sisters too, you're absolutely adamant about only dating or marrying someone from Nigeria or dating a black man. And I know there's many white people also who will not date outside their race. Well, if you're still single, maybe you need to start considering men from other races. We're all human. All you need is love, right? We're all human. And also with religion, and I know this is controversial. The last time I talked about this, some of my Christian sisters messaged me and said, oh no, that's forbidden. Don't ever marry somebody you're not equally yoked to. That's fine, but for me, I don't go with the label. I go more with the behavior. Somebody can tell you they're Christian from here to there, and they beat up their wife, and they, again, it's all about statistics and numbers. But for me, I look for Christ-like behavior in people. You don't have to tell me you're Christian, but if I'm around you long enough, I'll know if you have Christ-like qualities. But you can tell me you're Christian, but you can be the nastiest, the worst, the liar, the cheater. Do you know how many men go to church every Sunday and like the leaders of the church, and they're cheating on their wives. There's no shortage of them. They're all out there. So for me, that's just me. But I respect your. But please don't message me and tell me that I'm promoting people to be in unequally yoked relationships. If you would please respect yourself and not post that on my page. But I will still say what I believe, that look for people that have Christ-like personalities. Obviously, if somebody's telling you they are atheist and you're Christian and you don't want to marry an atheist, then look the other way. Obviously, that's common sense. If they've labeled themselves atheist, then I agree with you, that's unequally yoked. But if it's somebody who believes in God and they just haven't told you that they're Christian, but they have Christ-like personality and they're a good person and you feel it in your heart and you've prayed to God about it, maybe you will be the one to lead them to Christ. So look about what people do, not what they say. Look at how they act, not what they're saying. Somebody can say they love you 1 second and the next second they slap your face or they abuse you. So then which one are you going to take? You're going to say, oh yeah, but they love me, so it's okay if they're beating me up. So again, that's my view. This is just my opinion. I look for Christ-like behavior in people. So those are the 7 things. So this video was basically to help women, because I know that my reels have been popular about relationship and everybody has been inspired, but I also want you to know that you have to know how to manage relationships and find a high quality man. So I really wanted to do this video to help you. So the 7 steps: don't be boring, be fun. Have something else going on in your life aside from your career. Be a fun person. Be happy. Don't talk about all the negative, terrible things in life. Look on the bright side and be happy and upbeat. He may not be number 2, he may not be a narcissist. You may be the one with low self-esteem. So beware of that. Number 3, stop turning dates into job interviews, okay? Make your own money so that you're not obsessed with trying to find out how much money the guy has. Be obsessed with how he's going to treat you and how he's going to be an equal partner with you. Make your own money, women. And then don't let yourself go. Take care of yourself. Don't put on eat too much weight. Eat right, be confident, I'm not saying you need to be a size 0 or size 2, but don't let yourself go. Do some weight training, keep your body looking nice and fit. If you want a nice, handsome, fit guy, then you need to do the same. Okay, don't get obsessed with achieving academic accolades and forget about your personal life. I'm not saying you shouldn't go to college and do well, but having 6 degrees and qualifications isn't going to make you, more likable. It's becoming an addiction. So relax with the accolades and, relax into your authentic self to attract a good man. Don't be so desperate. Don't show men that you're so desperate that you want to get married right now, and stop moving in with men who you're not married to. Before you met the man, obviously you were not homeless. You had your own home. Stay there until he proposes to you and until you get married. Stop moving in with them. If you give a man marriage privileges before you get married to him, he'll never propose to you. And stop posting them on social media with you before you get married to them. And number 7, be open to other races and other cultures. We're all human. We're all one human race. Some people say, oh, marriages are difficult if you marry interracially. Even if you marry somebody in your race, marriage is still difficult. I don't believe that it's more difficult. I just feel it's all about compatibility and having the same values and same beliefs in life. So don't let people scare you by saying, oh, if you're a black person, you marry a white person, it's more difficult. No, there's difficult marriages in black and black. There's many. So if black and black marrying was so good, why is there such a high divorce rate in black people as opposed to white people? There is. I mean, you can look at the statistics. In America, there's more black people who get divorced than white people. So if that was the case, then why and all those marriages successful. Just look for somebody who is your equal partner, and your marriage will survive. And pray, pray, pray. So anyway, yes, I've been speaking for 34 minutes. I hope this video helped. If there's anything else you want me to talk about in my videos, please send me a message. And please subscribe, hit the subscribe button on my YouTube so that I can keep on getting more engagement and I can keep producing more videos for you. My platform is to encourage people, mostly women, to be successful in business and in lifestyle. So anything business, lifestyle, you'll find on my page. So please hit the subscribe button down there so that you don't miss any of my videos. And please like this video if you like it, and please comment. The more comments I have on my videos, the more people see it, the more engagement I have, and the more that I can keep making videos to help you. Well, that doesn't affect it, but I know that if you enjoyed this video, you help me out by liking it, commenting, sharing it, and also subscribing. Okay, I will see you soon, and I hope you're following me on all my platforms, on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and I hope you'll subscribe to my newsletter and to my blog. Okay, so thank you very much. Again, my name is Dr. IYABO. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.